All right, so recording. So welcome to the shift to the next level. All right, this is a very important call, and I did not plan to have any call till next year because we're actually on a break in the academy. We're actually on a break. We don't have any lectures or any of that. All right, so we just decided to have this because of what I have observed in the market. Right, so we will really be going deep today. We'll be going deep into certain topics, and by God's grace, it should be done in an hour, right? So I'm not able to cover some of this in an hour, maybe next time, because I've come to understand the study shows that the human brain or human mind can only pay attention. For most people, you can pay attention to something for maximum of 1 hour. Once it gets more than 1 hour, they start losing concentration. So we'll try as much as possible not to make this for longer than we should. All right, so let's head straight to the business, right? Tonight is not one of those teachings where you will learn aspire to aspire, all those motivational speech, right? They say if you don't appreciate, you cannot negotiate. All those, aspire to aspire bullshit. Right? We're not here to talk about stories, right? I want to really give you guys the brass tacks. All right, now the first thing you have to understand is that when it comes to trading, trading is a business or it's a career. Right, this is what many people don't see trading as. Right, trading is actually a business. Right, they don't see trading as something that to be proud of. Right, some people, if you ask them what you do for a living, you see how they are so afraid to say that they are traders. Right, they don't see it as a profession. They see it as something that gives them money, but even to them, they're not proud of being forex traders. I see someone as what give for a living. They will be like, I'm into this online investment stuff, right? They will not say I'm a forex trader because when you say that, it sounds like you're into something illegal, all right? But what sounds to let you guys know that you have to understand, number one, that trading is a legal venture, right? There's no illegal activity. You're not duping anybody. You're not scamming anybody. You're not robbing anybody. You're not using someone's credit card to get something. So you have to understand first that trading is a legal venture. It's a legal career to venture into. It's not just a side hustle, right? So some people see that side hustle is still correct, but then you must understand that trading is actually a legit venture. All right, so this is the theme of the program, a shift to the next level. All right, so trading is actually a venture that is legal. Right, there's no Nigerian government. There's no government authority or rule that is against forex trading. All right, there's no rule that says that trading. In fact, you know that most banks and most institutions are actually involved in forex trading. I'm talking of central banks, right? At those big hedge fund level. That is why they always encourage us to save. You hear them say save for 5 months. What our bank says. Say you save for this. What they use your money to do is to actually invest in the financial market. That's what most banks do with your money. That's why I've always wondered, how do banks pay their workers? All right, how do the banks pay all their staff? Their gens are running 24/7. Like a bank usually have their gen running from morning to evening for about sometimes Saturdays they run about 6 days a week. How do they generate that fund to do that? Right, I've always wondered, is it just by I didn't really understand, because I know that one of the major means that bank make money is by loan, like they give out loans, and then the second means that bank make money is from forex trading. Most banks, and we have seen people that actually trade for banks like Papa Jimmy and the rest of them. Right, these guys are actually involved in the financial market. That is why you should know if the banks are involved in the financial market. That should give an idea that the financial market is as legit as the word legitimate. So whenever someone asks you, are you a forex trader, you should understand that you are doing something legit. This has been the issue for so many people. They don't even believe that forex trading is legal. They think it's some kind of scamming, something, MMM, all those stuff. Forex has been existing before you are born, and it will stay exist after you are born and gone. Right? So it's not something that is illegitimate. It's something that all the banks are involved and also, and then it doesn't clear the air. So when someone asks you, what do you do for a living? You can proudly say, yes, I am a forex trader. And that's simple as that. You don't need to try to use a kind of more conducive word and all that. Be proud of it and see it as a business. All right. So now that's not even what I want to talk about. I want to just use that to open the ground, right? So you have to see this. You have entered into a line of work, and this line of work is something legitimate and something that people have been doing before you are born, and probably will still do after you're gone. All right. So forex is not something that just came newly. That's been there from the 90s, right? I was looking at the chart on GBP USD. I think I talk about the chart on. If you follow my my YouTube series, I talk about how I was expecting price to take out a 1975 low. Right, 1975. I wasn't even born then. Like my mom was still a little girl then, but still the charts were there, and I knew that market was not taken out. So there have been people that have been traded as at 1975. My mom was still a little girl then. I wasn't even planning to be born. So for us, it's something that has been there. So you have to, first of all, clear that doubt in your mind. Am I doing something legitimate? Am I doing something that is actually real? Is this thing I'm doing, is it real? Now, this is the kind of forex is as real as the word real. All right? Now, that being said, now, there is always a popular saying that trading is some people actually says 80, 70, I don't know. Why that's why it's above 70. Anything that's above 70 is an A, right? You know, your school systems, anything that's above 70 is an A, right? Some people say trading is 70% psychology, 30% strategy, right? 70% psychology. This is a popular saying. Some people say 80, but me, let us go by 70. I don't want to say 80, right? Because there are actually other things. I feel that other things are actually part of trading that is not the psychology, right? But trading is 70% psychology and 30% skill. And under that skill, we have technical analysis, we have risk management, we have fundamental analysis. All those kind of analysis fall under the 30%. Money management, they all fall under the 30%, right? They just kind of So we have trading is 70% psychology and 30% skill, right? 30% skill, or let's say strategy. 30% strategy, because your money management is still part of your strategy, right? Whatever. Strategy is not only technical. It's not only a concept you use to trade, right? Strategy also involves a trading plan, whatever you use, right? When you are into the military front, right? When it says strategy, it depends to everything you use, both your grenade, your map, your equipment, your defensive ammunitions, all of that is all strategy. All right. So understanding that trading is 70% psychology and 30% strategy, this is something that many people know. Now, it is one thing to know that trading is 70% psychology and 30% strategy. Then how can you leverage off this information? Yes, you know that it's 70% psychology and this, but how can you actually maximize this? Because unlike other professions, right? Other professions have, let's say, a little bit percentage of psychology. For instance, if you talk about a boxing match, right? Yes, let's say maybe you are a boxer or something of that sort. Yeah, psychology is part of it, but I feel that it's not. Psychology does not really play a major role when it comes to all other kinds of businesses. Something like football, all of those things. I think it's more of skill when it comes to that. I think it's more of skill and hard work when it comes to that. But when it comes to trading is more of a mind game, because when you're trading the financial market, everything you're doing is it's coming from your faculties, your mental faculties. All right. Now, if someone asks you a question, if someone asks you now, okay, you are a trader, what are you really trading? Now I want to understand, because it's not now we have all established that trading is a legitimate venture, right? Now, what exactly are you trading? Right? We just know that we are traders. What exactly are you trading? So I'd like you guys to type in the comment section what exactly you are trading. What are you really trading? Let me see if you guys have an idea where I'm driving at. What are you guys really trading? What are you guys trading? Just type it in the comment section. Let us know what you guys are really trading. What's that thing that you're really trading? Is it currency? What are you? Just type it in the comment section. Let us see if you guys are getting where I'm driving at. What are we really trading? What are we really trading? By that, we will give some answers. Okay, let me read the answers. Someone says we are trading financial instruments. Okay. Someone said they are trading synthetic. All right. Let's see your comment. What are you guys really trading? What? Well, okay, you're trading financial markets. All right. Okay. That is correct to an extent, but that is not what I'm diving at. Let's see. Financial markets. Wow. All right. Wow. Everyone is saying they are trading financial market. All right. Now, can I shock you guys? You are actually trading something. Let me check what you're really trading. you actually trade your beliefs. I know some guys who will not believe this. I will explain this. What you actually trade is your beliefs. Now, I want to ask yourself a question. Why is it that two people are using the same strategy, but someone else is buying and another person is selling? Haven't you had that kind of situation? Some of you are in academies. But why is that sometimes maybe Mr. Mameni is buying and then someone else is selling the same market? So if you guys are actually trading the financial market, which is spiritual essence, but then what are you really trading? Why is that the same financial markets that you guys are trading, one person is buying and someone else is selling? Another person is even hedging. Another person is swinging. Why is there a difference in all this? It's because you are not. Yes, you're trading the financial market. That is from the outside, right? From the external, you're trading the financial instruments. But from the internal, you're actually trading your beliefs. What do I mean by beliefs? The reason that you buy a market, right, is simply because based on your strategy, you believe that it is going to buy. And that is why you're in buying. And now, not only have you believed, you're willing to put in your money, right, to support the belief that the market is going to buy. So if I believe that the euro dollar is going to buy, then I would have that confidence based on my strategy and all of that, and then I can put in my money in the line, right? The reason why you can put in your money on the line is because you believe your beliefs, right? So what you're actually trading is your beliefs. That is why people always say that the market is governed by greed and fear. Why? Because the market is controlled by greed and fear. So understand this. The market is controlled by greed and fear. These are the two emotions that basically control the market. And these are all part of psychology. So the market is actually believing my words. And these are all psychological issues. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, let's assume that, let us talk about this, greed and fear. Let's start with fear first, or let's start with greed, right? The reason why someone will get into it today, maybe you buy the market, maybe somewhere around there, all right, and the market is going your direction, and then maybe you initially plan to take your profits at this level. Maybe you had your buy position somewhere around there, right, and then you're trying to take the market to this high, and then you now see that this market it might likely go more than this, and then instead of your TP to be here, right, you do what? You extend your TP somewhere here. Now, what is responsible for this is greed, because you want to do what? You want to make more, because you have seen the trade opportunity that, okay, it offers you a potential to make more than what you planned. And believe me, the emotion that's responsible for you making you to do this is what we call greed. Right? Now, there's a misconception about greed, right? There's actually a misconception about greed. That greed is a bad thing. Some people say greed. People are always afraid that when someone says you're greedy, right? It always refers to something negative. But believe me, greed is not negative in itself. Greed is the only reason why you are even in the financial market. The reason why you are not settling for a paycheck or a normal salary is because of greed, because you want to make more. The greed is simply defined as the desire to make more. That is what greed is. It's not a bad concept or emotion on its own. It's only when the greed now gets a hold of you. As a trader, you must understand that your greed and your fear are the things that actually are responsible for the things you do. So when you are actually in the market and you want to make more and you move your TP up, that is greed. All right? Greed is the reason why instead of going with one lot, you're going with two lots because you want to make more. Greed is the reason why instead of risking 1%, you're risking 2% because you want to make more. And greed on its own is not bad. So when someone says you're greedy, don't feel bad about it. Right? They don't even know what you're saying. Greed is the only emotion that actually wants you to make more. All right? So when the market is your TP was originally around here, and then you move your TP up here, what you have done was you have subscribed to what your greed emotions have gotten to you. All right? I'll speak about the beliefs. Now, let's talk about fear. Now, as this market keeps by, maybe it gets to this point, and maybe you take partials, right? And maybe you see a kind of resistance level here, all right? A kind of strong resistance, and then you now start doing what? Taking out your positions. Is that closing your positions? Why are you closing your positions? Is it because of greed? Nope. Why? Fear. You are afraid that your running profit might likely do what? Reduce or possibly wipe off. Market is always moving, going up and going down, all of that, right? The reason why you are taking off your positions of this trade is why? Because you are afraid, right, that it is going to do what? Your profit is going to do what? Come down. Maybe you are up maybe $1,000 and you are afraid that your $1,000 profit is now going to do what? Become $600. And that is where fear comes into play. At this point, this is what fear is doing. Fear is what gives you that how do I put it? It gives you that indication that you need to protect what you have, right? Fear is always protective, right? Fear is usually protective. Why? They say fear is usually defensive of what we have. Why greed is usually what's offensive. So greed is usually acts in an offensive manner. It wants to attack and make more. Why fear usually do what? Want to defend what you have. So you are afraid of losing what you have already made on this trade. So this is what actually drives the market: greed and fear. That's what actually drives every single trader. So as long as you're in the financial market, understand that you have a level of greed in you and you have a level of fear in you. It only gets bad when these things become the major determinant of your actions. That means greed is the only thing controlling you, right? Now, the beautiful part about this is that you have the power to control these two things. You have, it's like a governor, right? A governor usually have, so let's say, a king, right? In the olden days, a king usually have what? Generals, right? Usually have generals that go for battles for him, and he's the one that actually controls them. You can say, okay, don't burn this house, do this, that, right? You're actually the one that controls these two emotions in you to do what? Make the best of your trading. And how do you control this? By your beliefs. So your beliefs is actually what is the mastermind between what you do based on greed and fear. If you guys are learning something new, just drop some ones in the comment section. Just drop some ones. You guys are getting something from this call. Just drop some ones. We have to we're going to go deep tonight, right? Drop some ones if you're actually getting something from this call. Right? Just drop some ones. Let us see if you're actually getting something from this call. Because this is going to be, wow, amazing. So, when someone say you're greedy, it doesn't know what he's saying. Greed only is a bad emotion when it becomes the sole determinant of your actions. What should control your actions is what? Your beliefs. Right? This is what should control your beliefs. Alright? So your beliefs should control your greed and fear in the way that profits you. So your fear should be there to tell you when to defend what you have. Your greed should be there to tell you when to go against. Like me, sometimes I can leverage so hard. That is when I see an opportunity and I believe that the market is actually going to go my way, and then I can just double my positions. I'm very good at that, doubling positions. That is greed, right? So I have understood that greed in me is not a bad thing, only when it gets out of control. So this is something that I've actually made some traders to be limited because they believe that they are greedy for wanting more. You are not greedy for wanting more. You're only greedy for wanting more than you should have, or more than what's obtainable. Right? You're only greedy when you want more than what is obtainable. That means if you're in the market and what is obtainable is $30. If you want more than that, that is when you become greedy. So greed only becomes evil when it gets you want to have more than what is obtainable, what is available, right? Maybe you go to a bar and what they have is just 2 glasses and then you want 3. That is greed. What they have in that bar at the menu is 2 glasses of wine. When you want 3, that is when you are greedy, and that's when it becomes a bad word. But wanting what is available, right, is not a bad word when you are referring to greed. So you have to understand that you have greed, right? Greed is that only emotion that makes you to want more, and fear is that only emotion that wants you to preserve what you have. So fear is defensive and greed is offensive. All right, I didn't want to talk about this. I'm just trying to let you guys know this is a shift to the next level. All right, so these are the things you have to understand, that you're actually trading your beliefs. Right, that is why you can risk $5 and another person will risk 10 because he believes more than you have and he's willing to stake more than you can. All right, so the reason why someone else is buying the market and someone else is selling that same market is not because of the strategy, right? Most of what are trading basically the same thing, the same market, so higher high, higher low, other stocks, you know. But why are we doing something different? Because our beliefs. So we have understood that our beliefs is actually what we trade. It's actually what we are trading, our beliefs. The reason why I can decide to risk $10 on VIX 75 and refuse to risk it on another trade is because I don't believe that this other trade will give me profit, right? I can see 2 setups now. I can see maybe GU and EU, and I decide to go for EU. Why? Because I believe that EU would give me the winner and it will give me lesser risk, right? Not because GU will not play out, right? My belief is what is controlling what my decision making then. So instead of trading this play, I'm going for this one. Instead of risking this, is because why? Of my beliefs. So you are actually trading your beliefs and not the financial market in the sense of financial markets, right? You are actually trading the financial market through your beliefs. So your beliefs is the major currency you're trading, only backed up by your $1, whatever is your account balance and all of that, and then your strategy comes into play. So it's your beliefs. That is why someone can visit smart money concept and he's seen a buy, right? Why they sell smart money, someone else is seeing a sell. So you can see that what is actually controlling your decision is not the strategy, it's your psychology, which is your beliefs. So the most important part of your psychology when it comes to trading is your beliefs. That is the most important part of your psychology. There are other things that make your psychology. You have your IQ, like that's your intellectual coverage, emotional quality, all of that. They're all part of psychology. But the most important thing to know is that your beliefs is what actually controls your results. All right. Now, what are beliefs? What are beliefs? You guys need to really jot some things down because you're going to go deep. All right. So, what are beliefs? So, if you guys have an idea of what beliefs, just type it in the group. What do you think beliefs are? What are beliefs? Or you must say, what is belief? No, yeah, I think like this. What are beliefs? Let's see. What do you think belief is? What you say when we're talking about belief? What are we referring to? What is belief? When someone say what is belief, what is the definition? Just type something in the comment section if you're actually getting this. What is a belief? All right. Okay. Someone say is having a positive feeling. Okay. Let's some division. Something you perceive is true. Wow, that's a very nice answer. Something you perceive is true, right? That is not so far from the truth. Let's see two more replies and then we continue. What are beliefs? All right, I'm still waiting for the comments. Some people are typing essay. Just one sentence. Just what do you think to believe, sir? All right, someone said what you hold to your heart that determines one's action. Amazing, 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 amazing. Someone said something that is true. Wow, wow. Someone said something that is true. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Someone said belief is acceptance of something that is true, of course. All right, you guys are all correct. All right, so I think yeah. So let's find the keywords for what a belief is. I'm thinking belief is an acceptance that something exists or is true, whether there is a proof or not. Right? I'll just type that out in the group chat. Is that for me to copy it? Let's put it in the group chat. I can easily copy it. Right? I don't want to start typing that long essay now. All right, let me just type it quickly in the group so you guys have a definition of this. All right, this is the shift to the next level, right? They're gonna go deep today. All right, so a belief is the acceptance that something is true and it exists. So I think I just copied that out. All right. So let's copy that out. I think I've posted it. All right. Let's copy it out. I don't want to type all that. Wow, amazing. You guys are elite tonight. I'm really enjoying this call. We're having more of this, like God's grace. Next year, I'm going to go deep. All right. So I just type out. I don't do start typing long essay now. So I just type what I have here. All right. So what the belief is. So I think the keyword is this is actually a keyword here. That. So a belief is the acceptance that something is true or it exists, whether there is a proof or not. I what a belief is. Wow, amazing definition. So you can see that from the definition of beliefs, we can see that belief is actually what her. It's an amazing call. All right. You can start belief. The key word here to know that belief is an acceptance. That is the key word here. Acceptance. You have to accept a belief. That means something can be done about your beliefs. That means your beliefs are something you actually accept or reject. So the definition is saying that they are the acceptance that something exists or is true, whether there is a proof or evidence. So it doesn't matter if there is a proof or evidence. You just believe it and you accept it. That is what belief is. And the painful part about beliefs is that so many of the things that are our belief systems have been accepted from other people. It has been accepted from our parents, their failures, their successes, their experiences, the things we had, and all of that. So many ladies now cannot have a happy home because they have accepted that all men are bad. So that has become what? A foundation on their psychology, and it ruins their whole life because they have accepted that what all men are bad. When I was a younger boy, I used to fear masquerade, right? Because I accepted that masquerades are spirits. So whenever I saw masquerades, I would run away because why? I accepted from someone I heard that, okay, when I was about, let's say, about 10 years old, I heard that there's one actually masquerade in crossover that if it covers, you're going to disappear, right? Or if you look at it, you're going to die. So I was always afraid of masquerade because I accepted that it is true that if I got involved with the masquerade, I could disappear and die. Something happened to me. But there was no proof. I have not seen anybody that the masquerade did what a masquerade killed or something happened to the masquerade person. I've never seen it. There was no proof, but yet I accepted that belief, and that stood as what my reality. So whenever I saw a masquerade, I would run. Have you seen how the beliefs are controlling my actions? That is the same thing that happened to your trading. When you believe that trading is something illegal, you are approaching it from that mindset that you are doing something illegal. If you believe or accept that trading cannot make you rich, you actually start to act in a way that trading actually doesn't make rich. So now, beliefs are accepted. That means you have the power to accept or reject beliefs. So when I grew older, I realized, I had an epiphany that masquerades are human beings putting on a garment. Now, as I'm speaking, I could pass a masquerade, like I'll pass a person that was okay. I won't even fret even a second, because now I have grown and I have done what? Rejected that belief and accepted a new one that was masquerades are human beings with just a garment. As I'm speaking now, there are women of 30 years old that will still see masquerade and run away. But I'm not the 30. But I will see masquerade and just walk past. I won't even cross. I will walk in front of them and pass. Why? Because something has happened to my belief, and that has become my reality. I don't feel an atom of fear close to a masquerade because something has happened towards my belief. So this belief thing is something also applicable to our faith. For instance, the Bible says that faith is the evidence of no things hoped for, someone has not seen. The Bible says without faith it's impossible to please God. Now, everything the Bible is talking about is what? Belief. Now, if they ask you now, okay, Jesus Christ is your Lord, is there any proof that Jesus Christ went to heaven? Where is the picture that Jesus Christ went to heaven? Like you're saying that Jesus Christ died, where is the proof that he went to heaven? Where is the picture? Where is the picture? Who was alive then? I still alive now. Have you seen it? There's no there's a physical proof per se that Jesus went to heaven, but you believe it, and it becomes to work for you. So now you can open your head and you can stand and look at the heaven and say, "My Father who is in heaven, answer my prayer," and then what you receive the answers because your beliefs is what creating your reality. So it's not only in the religious space that beliefs work. Belief works in every area of life, including trading. So you have to work on your beliefs. So you can either accept a belief or you can reject it. It does not need to have an evidence or a proof to make it valid or not valid. It's only what your acceptance to it. So you can believe that you are a profitable trader, and automatically your life begin to work in ways that make trading a profitable niche for you. All right? So now you have known that beliefs can be accepted and it can be rejected. I've used the example of my masquerade as a counter. All right? So that is it. So this is actually deliverance for some people. Some people have believed that they cannot make it in trading. That is because they have accepted someone telling them that they are doing something wrong, all of what is bullshit that they tell us, right? And you have accepted it. You have unknowingly accepted it, even though you didn't say it with your mouth. But deep down, you know and you believe that trading is not for you. And that is why it gives you every reason to believe more that it is not for you. That's how it is. So when it comes to trading, your results are, let's say, your results are a servant of your beliefs. All right? Someone say you cannot hear me. If you guys can hear me, just type 1-1 in the group. If you can hear me, you cannot hear me. If you can hear me, just type some 1-1 in the group. Doesn't mean if you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, just drop some 1-1 in the group. Right, we're going to go deep tonight. Wow, we're already down 40 minutes. I've not even gone half of what I plan to say, but we'll just start to see how we can make it fast. If you can continue, maybe continue in the next call, right? So we'll be having maybe episode 2 of this, maybe in the next call, right? I know as the human focus limit is actually 40 1 hour, right? So that's what most human beings can focus on. But maybe after the next 5 minutes, we're going to maybe take some exercise to recenter ourselves, all right? So let me just talk about something. So now we have understood that beliefs are accepted or rejected. Now, what can we do about our beliefs? What can we do about our beliefs? What can we do about our beliefs? Now, let us confront the major issue when it comes to trading, right? And that's what we call the risk factor, right? Now, when it comes to trading, one of the major controversies when it comes to trading is that trading is what? Risky. All right. Now let me just talk about that belief. Yes, trading is risky, but one thing you should know that trading is risky to the level you allow it. Trading is risky to the level you allow it. If I say that I will not lose $1 for 1 year, I can make that happen by not trading. If I say I will not blow my account this month, I can ensure that doesn't happen by doing what? Managing my risk. So trading is as risky as you allow it. So many people are saying trading is risky, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. That you know everything we do in this life is a risk. You know that we have two kinds of risk. We have what we call the visible or obvious risk and the invisible risk. So we have what we call the visible risk and then we have what we call the invisible risk. Right? The major controversy about trading is that the risk is very visible. It's very visible to the eyes. But the truth is that we are taking so many other kinds of risks. For example, when I'm not saying that getting a job is bad. When you go and get employed and I pay you maybe 50,000 naira a month, all right? Do you know that you're taking a risk there? You are risking your shot at a bigger future. You are risking your life, a life at your own terms. You are risking that freedom you have always wanted when you settle for less. Because why? You want to settle for something that is what is stable, right? Most times when you're employed in a job or something of that sort, right, and paying maybe 10,000 naira a month, you have accepted an invisible risk. You're risking the chances of having a Lamborghini of your own. You're risking the chances of buying a house at maybe the Bahamas. You're risking all these things because why? You want something that is guaranteed. When it comes to trading, there are no guarantees. That is why the risk is very obvious because there are no guarantees when it comes to trading. But when it comes to your natural jobs, your businesses, there's a guarantee. But what is guarantee gives you, it's when it's giving you the guarantee, it's also giving you what? An invisible risk. When it comes to trading, the risk is obvious. That if I use this lot size, I'm going to lose this. So that means you understand. I feel that I feel that it's more risky to be employed and being paid a salary of 20,000 naira a month. For me, I feel that this invisible risk is more risky than a visible risk because when it comes to visible risk, I can control it. But invisible risk, you're being paid a salary that someone else shows how much it should be. And someone else decide that they should pay you 10,000 naira. That is what you even decide to pay you for 3 months. There are people that I think sometime this year, the government workers went on a strike. Why? Because they haven't paid them for 3 months. That's a risk, folks. They chose that invisible risk that the person paying you can decide that it's not going to pay you. You're actually taking a risk by subscribing for the mediocre mindset that many people have subscribed to when you choose the easy path. Right? That is a guaranteed income and all of that. So for me, I choose the visible risk, a risk that I can control. I can decide how much I want to lose in a day and how much I don't want to lose. It is up to me. So I want to live life at my own terms by doing what? Living a life where I can see the risk and I can control it. So trading is risky to the extent to which you permit it. Type that in the group. That trading is as risky to the level to which you permit it. Type that in the group. That's the major deliverance of some of you. That trading is as risky to the level to which you permit it. Type that in the group if you got that. Trading is as risky to the level to which you permit it. Just type that in the group if you guys got that. All right. Amazing. Amazing. So trading is risky to the level to which you permit it. So trading markets cannot take from you what you don't permit it. And markets cannot, you can't take from you what you don't permit it. So I feel that the visible risk is something that is worth taking because I can control it, because I can see the risk and I can act on what I see. You can measure something visible. Yeah. If something is visible, you can measure the dimension of a share is visible. How you do this? You can measure your risk. You can put the dimensions. You can put your trading plan. You can control it because it's visible. When it comes to the mediocre mindset that most of you have subscribed to getting a job, but I'm not saying it's not bad, but I feel it's more risky to settle for that, right? So you have to be that trading is what it has what risk and it's what visible. And the best part about it is that you can control it. So let's wrap up with this. So I like you guys to take a deep breath. We're about to wrap this call. Just take a deep breath. If you're actually enjoying this call, just take a deep breath. Make sure that your lung expands so you can recenter yourself for the next 20 minutes. But just take a deep breath. Allow the air to come into your lungs. Fill in those gaps. I heard that when you sit for a while and you're not breathing properly, your rib cage kind of presses in and gives you those pain. Just take a deep breath, relax your back, all of that. You're going to go deep. All right. So I'm not cover everything today because we are already 48 minutes into the call. So I'll just wrap up with the things now. So when you have understood that your beliefs control your results, now what can you do about it? What can you do about your beliefs? What are those things that should be in your belief system that actually guarantee your result? Because the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is what he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The Bible says that where the pleasure of a man is, that's where his heart lies. So we can see that actually as you think, think and grow rich. But there have been so many researches that have been put into why some people are more successful than others, and that's all been what a mind stuff. That actually been their belief systems. That is the reason why some people actually do well in trading and not others don't. It's not usually the fault of the mentor, it's not usually the fault of the teacher, it's their belief systems. When for instance, now that two people are trained in the same academy, and person A, all right, believes somewhere in his mind that trading is not something that is going to be a consistent means of income, and someone else believes that it's consistent. So you see that the person that believes that trading can be a consistent means of income will put all his efforts and all his mind in it. While someone else that doesn't believe will have having some kind of backup, looking for shortcuts, just being trying to be very careful. And the person be treating trading like a devil. The Bible usually says that you should eat to the devil with a long spoon. The person eating with trading with a long spoon, being so careful, and eventually doesn't succeed with it. So there are beliefs you should incorporate where if you want to really see you want to see changes in your trading, if you want to shift to the next level, you have to incorporate these beliefs. And sorry if you are a pessimist, right? The first belief, I've told you that beliefs can be accepted. You can program your mind to have these things. Number one, you must incorporate a belief system of what? Gratitude and optimism. Optimism. All right. I'm sorry if you're a pessimist, because pessimists, actually is saying that an optimist will see a half full cup of water, while a pessimist will see a half empty cup of water, right? The cup has the same quantity of water. I mean, this is the cup now, right? The cup has what? The same quantity of water, right? Maybe it's 50% of it, right? This is the quantity of the water. But when someone that's an optimist is seen, the person will be seeing the water. Like if he's an optimist, if you're looking at the water from this side, okay, it's half full. While the pessimist look at water as what? Half empty. Usually, a person look at life from the negative part of life. That's how a person usually see life. So for you to actually succeed in your trading, you must see trading from the positive side. Because when some people are trading, if you ask them all the bad things about trading, they know it. They know that Jeffrey Benson lost 50K last month. They know that FS lost 50K last month. They know that someone blew $10,000 last week. Someone blew his accounts just yesterday. They know all the bad things that trading can do. But ask them how many people have built a house in trading. They can't tell you why. Because why? They're pessimists. So they only focus on the negatives. And this negative they have focused on, they automatically accept those beliefs. And it becomes a major determinant of their journey. So if you want to see society, you must learn to be an optimist. Always look at trading from the bright side. Yes, you blew your account. Yeah, I blew my account, but at least I learned the things I shouldn't do. Yeah, I lost the trade. Yeah, maybe I need to really, work on one or two things. But that is why some people now, some people can have $10,000, right? And some of them lose 500 out of the $10,000. One person will go to sleep and he will sleep very peacefully. And someone else will be so depressed. He will beat his dog. He will hit his wife. He will abuse his children because why? He lost $500. Why? Because he's not being grateful. You have to be grateful for this skill, folks. Trading gives you the ability to make money in your living room, in your toilet, in your bathroom. You don't need to be loyal to anybody to make a living in this business. And you have to be grateful for that. There are people that labor more than you do. Like I know some guys that work around where I stay, they will push a barrel of onions, right? They will push a barrel of onions a very large distance for how much? 500 naira. 500 naira is not even up to my stop loss on some trades. It's not even up to my stop loss on some trades. Sometimes I make sometimes times 10 of it in just one. I make times 10 times 20 of it. That's what I make in some trades. But that's what someone is laboring, pushing the barrel of full onions all that distance just because of 500 naira. And you are in this and you're not grateful. Something is really wrong with you. You must look at trading from the bright side. These are the things that trading can do for me. I can make an income for my family for this. And even if you don't have the results, you have to believe that I am in the right place. Yes, I have bills to pay. Someone always says something that if you get it right in trading, trading can pay you back every single loss you have made in your life. That means even the losses you made when you were 5 years old, everything you made, trading can give it back to you. That is something you should be grateful to be part of. You should be proud of being a trader because this skill set can make you all your dreams come true. You want to have a house at Dubai, trading can make it come true. But how many jobs of 20,000, how many years are you going to work being paid a salary of 50,000 before you can buy a car, a house in the Bahamas, or you can travel to Dubai? How many years are you going to work? How are you going to save? How are you going to do it at all? You have to be gratitude. You have to obtain the grace to be grateful. Even in the bad circumstances, always be that optimist that will see the bright side. Yes, you blew your account, but you know that, I blew my account, but I won't blow my account forever. All right? If ICT made it, I should make it because I'm praying the same party did it. Yeah, I lost $1,000 last month, but I won't keep losing forever because I know I'm in the right place, and with this skill set, I can be anything I want. That is gratitude. You have to see trading from the future it can give you. For that future that it can give you, you have to see it. Every visionary leader was an optimist. They always saw what others could not see. I remember the story of Henry Ford, that he wanted to make an 8-cylinder engine. All his engineers told that it's not possible. They all told that it's not possible, but he made sure that it took him about 2 years, and he made it. And that was what made the groundbreaking for Ford Motors, the 8-cylinder car, because he was an optimist. You have to see the bright side of things. In every negative, as I'm speaking now, even if something goes wrong, terribly wrong, I am going to look for the good part in it, because every bad thing usually have a good side of it. Even if it is 90% bad and 10% good, look at 10% good and ignore the 90% bad. Because why? You are trying to accept something that is going to change your reality. When you accept optimism, good things begin to come your way. Trading can give you everything you have lost. Even the loss your parents made, all your school fees, everything. Trading can give it to you. It can hand it over to you. If you can what? You can last long enough for that time to happen. All right? So you must incorporate the attitude of what? Gratitude and optimism. So always look for the good in everything you do. Always look for the bright side. Always be grateful for being in this. At least, even if you blew your account today, at least last year you did not know market structure, but at least now you know market structure, and you cannot continue knowing market structure and don't eventually see your breakthrough. You have to have the belief that this is it, folks. This is my last bus stop, and this is where I'm going to change my life. You have to be thankful for God leading you to trading. So many people don't even know that this market exists. You have to be thankful that time and chance gave you the opportunity to be here. Be grateful for that. I am optimistic about it. The reason why, the reason why I don't trade for investors, no matter even if you give me 2 million naira now, I'm not going to collect it because I had a very bad experience with investors and all of that, right? But one thing that kept me going, even while I was in debt, I was being called by people, I was being threatened, being insulted by even imagine that I was owing a lady 100,000 naira, and she was insulting me because of 100k I was owing her due to investors. So 100k I make sometimes in a week, sometimes 2 days I make 100,000 naira now. But then because I couldn't make it then, this lady could talk to me anyhow. But I imagine that I gave up then. Imagine I was pessimist about them. I was a pessimist then. I wouldn't have lived up to this future where I'm making 100k in a week. Have you seen that? You see how far optimism can take you. It takes you beyond the current situation to where things will get better. The Bible says that that you have allowed prince to ride over our heads. You took us through fire and water, and then you have brought us to our wedding place. That means preceding the wedding place, you have to encounter what? Men riding over your head. You have to encounter what? Fire and water before you come to your wedding place. So usually in life and how it was created, the bad things, the hard part is usually before the easy part. So you have to use that mind of optimism to be able to break through those difficult parts, and you must be grateful for it. The only day you should lose gratitude is the day you die. That's the only day you should lose your gratitude, because a dead man does not have any hope. As long as you're living, you have a reason and purpose on earth, and you're going to fulfill it if you can plug and be patient enough. Number 2, you have to incorporate the this is the message you must have, an awareness of abundance. You have to have this mindset that you are abundant, that you have in abundance, though it may not appear now, but you actually was in abundance. How does this affect your life? Now, when you're trading, now let us talk about something now. Now, if you have 2 traders, the first one, all right, his parents, are rich, they're very rich people, and both of them have a poor trader, right? Because of a poor family, maybe he has, let's assume as an investor invest $5 million into 2 people. The first one is poor, right? He comes from a poor family, and all those negative experiences, and then someone else comes from a rich family, right? Now, who do you think would have more pressure when it comes to that trading, right? Is it the one from the poor family or the one from the rich family? Which one do you think would be more under pressure to perform? Is it the one that comes from the rich family or the one from the poor family? Just type it in the group. Which one do you think that would perform better based on the psychological pressure by the accounts? Which one do you think will perform better? I'm not saying poorly. Which one will perform better among 2 of them? This is one from the rich family or one from the poor family. They both have $5 million, right? By an investor. Who do you think will have will perform better due to the psychological pressure of that amount of dollars in his reach? Who do you think will perform better? Is it the guy from the poor family or from the rich family? When it comes to the psychological pressures. Just time is in the group. Which one do you think it will be? Right, the rich guy. Right. Yeah, he's a rich guy. Why? Because he has an awareness of abundance. Why? He knows that if worst comes to worst, right, his parents or his background is going to bail him out. But the guy that comes from a poor family, he knows that if something goes wrong with that money, he's going to be what? In a big mess. So the rich guy is aware of abundance. Why? And the poor guy is not aware. There's not that abundance in it. But I want to let you know that you can accept the awareness of abundance. You can accept that you are in abundance even though you don't have so much. And this is why so many people don't give. Because of this awareness of abundance. They believe that they don't have enough. That's why they never have enough. You have accepted that belief that you don't have enough. That is why you never have enough. That's why you don't give. Some people, this whole Christmas, they have not given a penny even to their parents. Because I don't have. Yeah, I don't have. I don't really have. That's why they never have. Because why? They have not created this awareness of abundance. It's not a belief system. You can create that, you can accept. Remember in the question, a belief is an acceptance. You can accept that you are in abundance. When you go to buy something, stop dragging 10 naira change. Stop. That is just a proof that you are operating from a mindset of lack and poverty. You must be able to believe that you are in abundance. If you go to buy something, the person says 10 naira left. Oh yeah, keep it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Can I take it and go? That's abundance. Would a rich man come with dragging 10 naira change or 20 naira change? So yeah, he bought something. I don't think he would. Because why? He's aware he has abundance. That's why some people don't give. These Christians people, some people never give a penny to anybody because why? They are operating from the mindset of lack. And that's why they will continue being in lack until they can push that, you can reject that mindset of what? Lack. You must operate from an awareness of abundance. Something funny happened yesterday. Something really funny. I just felt that I should give out, give out Christmas stuff to people that have actually been of benefits to me. All right. And then, I was thinking, I was like, the people were too much, right? There were too much. My pastor, my mom, my leader in church, all those people that have actually been of benefit to me. So I I have to give all these guys. So what I did is I emptied my account. Like instantly, like I emptied it. I had only 100 naira left. The reason why I can do that, and so many of you can't do that, is because I am operating from an awareness of abundance. Yes, I emptied my account, but I knew that somewhere inside me, there is a part of me that can bring out more. There is always more in me. I believe that I'm working in abundance. That means it doesn't, even if I empty my account today, give me 1 month, I'm going to make it back, it's everything back. And I just, gave it out, gave it everything. And believe me, I just went to my shop. I was even busy. I just cut one trade, and that one trade gave me 1:9. Have you seen how my mindset was able to program my reality? I emptied my account yesterday, but for the first time in a long while, I've never seen a trade of 1:9. Like, it has been, I can't remember last time I got it. It's usually 1:3, 1:2, 1:4. But immediately I emptied my account, I saw a 1:9.5 trade today. And I took it and I made everything I gave her yesterday. That is how your mind controls your results. You must be able to push your mind into that place where it believes that you have enough and you have more than enough. And that is where your reality begins to change. You're going to see that good things start coming your way because your mind has accepted that you are in abundance. It affects your trading. So you can see how me giving out Christmas gift yesterday affected my reality, giving me a clean 1:9, making back everything I gave yesterday. That is just abundance. The reason why you can't give is because you have a poor mindset. You believe that you are giving out all you have. But folks, listen to me. You are not giving out all you have. You are giving out from your abundance. You have to believe it until it happens to you. I think I listened to Apostle sermon last 2 weeks ago, and I was like, no. I cannot listen to sermon from January to December, and I don't sow something to this ministry to at least appreciate them for the spiritual nourishment. I said, no way. I think I gave out a sum of money, and what was left in my account was what. In fact, at that point, I actually needed money for something at that point. Right? I needed money for something at that point. But then I was so filled with gratitude for what Selman has been doing for us, for the beautiful teachings, for the accurate doctrine. I have to do something, even if it means ignoring what I need now. But since I have abundance, although not physically evident, but in my mind, I have abundance. So I just give her that money. I just send it out. It's a lot of money though. But can you believe that in less than 48 hours, the money I sent, I made times 11 of it. Like in less than 12 hours, the money I sent to Selman, 11 of it came back to me. Because why? I used my mindset of abundance to create more. So you can create your reality by your mind. So this is something that you guys really don't understand. Your mind controls your everything around you is all controlled by your mind. The reason why you never get married is because you believe that all women are bad. That's why they will conceive being bad to you. Even if they cough, all women are bad. That's why you will not get married, because if all women are bad, it's like creating the reality that everything is bad. If she doesn't pick up God, she's cheating on me. Everything just reflect about your beliefs. So your beliefs is like a magnet, and the reality is about, so your belief is like this. This is your belief, actually your belief is like this, right? And then everything that happens to you is drawn by your beliefs. So everything that happens to you is being drawn by your belief. Abundance, finance, bad law, everything is controlled by your beliefs. Why is it that some people that they have been living fine, but the moment that they hear, maybe even if it's a mistake, and they just decide they're HIV positive, automatically, even because they lie, they have believed they're HIV positive, and they even died before their time. Because why? And they be wrong. Imagine that someone is HIV positive now, and they say, "Hey, Jesus, I have how many years to live now?" That belief, they have accepted that belief, and it starts doing what? Making them to start having headache. Even when they don't have headache, they don't have headache. They start having cough, start having fever. Everything just because of what they have believed. So giving doesn't become difficult when you operate from an awareness of abundance. That's why some of you will never cross certain levels, because this awareness of abundance is not there. And if it's not there, it's not there. And if it's not there, it will show in your life. So you must accept that you have abundance. And when you accept that, your actions will prove it. So how this thing works is that you have what? Your beliefs. You have your beliefs, which is B. You now have what? Your actions. So your actions, you just do what? The actions, and then what will happen? The results. So, actually, first of all, you believe it by accepting it, and then it will eventually become what? Action. So your beliefs will actually culminate in your actions, and then your results follow. So it doesn't just end in just saying, I believe in abundance. Your actions tell it. Some of you, since this is like, you have not given anybody anything, even if it's a kobo, you have not given, because you are operating from the mindset that you have lack. And that's why you always have lack. You have to believe abundance. I have tried this thing so much, and how I operate my abundance is by giving. I'm giving because I know that I am extremely wealthy, and it becomes something that works for me. As I'm giving, I'm making more. That's abundance, folks. So that's it. So the third thing you should also incorporate in your trading, the third belief system, what they call appreciation. You must learn to appreciate every person, everything that happens. You must learn to appreciate. Appreciation. There's a popular saying that says appreciation is an application for more. I don't know if you guys have heard about that, right? Appreciation is application for more. When you appreciate things, now let's assume that I have two cousins, right? And two of them ask me for maybe 5,000 naira, all right? And then as I give it to them, suddenly one of them calls me back and says, "Uncle, I'm so thankful to you. So, God bless you so much. This means so much to me." All right, and the second cousin just saw the money, just said thanks. Just type like this. Type it. Just types thanks. Someone has begging me, begging me money, and just give us the money. When I saw the person replied, "Thanks." Why the other one did was called me thank me so much. Say thank you so much, uncle. I really appreciate. You will never lack. God will continue to bless you. Now, believe me, if I am to give again, who do you think I'll be more obliged to give to? It's almost the one that was appreciated me. So when you appreciate things, you apply for more. All right. So you must have this. You must learn to appreciate things, appreciate people. This is how you actually apply for more. You must appreciate what you made. Okay, you made $10 this week. Don't be disappointed. Appreciate that result. Yeah, $10. How many people made $10 this week? Appreciate it. You apply for more. Yes, you just made $5 this week. Appreciate it. Don't feel disgusted. Appreciate it. You're doing what you apply for more. And what you apply for more, you apply for more from the infinite intelligence. So we call it intelligence. I don't see that word. The infinite intelligence, which is actually God, right? People actually call it God. Some call it infinite intelligence. When you appreciate things, you apply for more from the infinite intelligence. All right? You apply for more. So you must activate. You must have this attitude of appreciation. Learn to appreciate people that have been of benefit to you. Your parents, learn to appreciate them. Some of you seen this year, something you have never bought even airtime for your mother. Your mother has been taking care of you. You have never bought anything for her, and you expect to work to see results. These are life hacks, folks. You must learn to appreciate things. Someone gives you $10, thank him, appreciate him. Learn to appreciate things. Learn to appreciate things. If someone has been of value to you, appreciate him in what your substance, in what your actions, in what your words. You can just use when you don't have anything to give. Say thank you. Thank you so much. Don't just say thanks. Just thanks. That is a very, very demonic thing to do. When someone does something for you. Some people they'll make $10 and they'll be very, very angry for making $10. I should have made $1,000. Why is it $10? Woo! You're actually working against yourself. So you must put in this attitude of what appreciation. Appreciate the little things. And then you apply for what? The big things. If you make $1, appreciate it. You make $2, appreciate it. Appreciate your parents. When mother buys you something, you thank her. Once in a month, you say, Mommy, I want to appreciate you. Sometimes take out your loved one and say, I want to thank you for standing by me all these years. I just want to take you. I just want to spend time with you. Right? Don't you appreciate people? Appreciate your mentor. Someone has been teaching you, appreciate it. Some people this Christian, they cannot even say, someone has been teaching you from January to December. You can't even say happy Xmas. Some people don't say they don't want to say Xmas. They can't even appreciate someone has been teaching them. Has been teaching them how to make money up to today. They can't appreciate. That's why they can never rise. You must start to appreciate it. When you appreciate, you apply for more, both physically and spiritually. When God does something for you, appreciate him. Yes, you do not get what you want, but at least he did something for you. All right? You did not get the job you wanted, but at least you are alive. And your classmates have died. No one that got the job has died, but you are still alive. Shouldn't you appreciate him? Let appreciate people that have done something for you. Something from God, your parents, your teachers, your strategists, everyone that has been of benefit to you, even the financial market, appreciate it. All right? The fourth thing she's talking about is value and cost. This is something that you need to put in your mind. You have to accept the mindset of value and cost. That value comes at a cost. Yes, anything of value comes at a cost. Anything of value comes at a cost. This is what has worked amongst. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. All right, we are actually how many hours into the call now? We are 1 hour and 15 minutes, right? So we're done by 9:30 at most, right? I want to ask you guys a question. Now, if you have maybe a fiancé, right? Maybe a wife again you want to marry, and now you want to buy her a shoe, right? You want to buy the lady a shoe, and now close to your street, right? They have where they sell free shoes, right? And when they sell free shoes, and they have another shop where they sell shoes at a price, and now you want to get your spouse a shoe. Now, if you want to show her that you value her, which one would you get? Is it a free one or the one that is paid for? Because she knows the one that is free and the one that you paid for. Which one do you think will communicate her value to her? Like, you want to show that you value her, I want to buy her a shoe. Is it a free one or is it the one that you paid for? Type it in the group. Which one do you think that should appreciate that will communicate that value you're trying to communicate better? Is it a free shoe or the paid one? Type it in the group. Let us see. Which one would you think will be better? Is it a free shoe or the paid shoe? Let's see guys' responses. Is it a free shoe that would communicate her value, or is it a free one? Type it in the group, guys. Let us know the one you guys are with. Is it a free shoe or the paid one? All right, so say the paid shoe. Let's see the responses. All right, paid. Yeah, that's correct. So that is it. That is the principle of life. Everything of value comes at a cost. So whenever you want something, whenever you see something of value, just have it in your mind that it comes at a cost. Nothing valuable is free. I'm telling the truth. Nothing valuable is free. Nothing valuable is free. Nothing. Nothing. The reason why a guy that has money can easily win a lady can easily win the heart of a lady, right? Is because why? He's actually using what? The cost dimension of value. He's buying her things, trying to tell her that she is worth this much to me. And that's the same thing that applies to life generally. Whatever you don't pay for, you won't value it. So, now when it comes to trading, there are three costs when it comes to trading. Right? There are three costs. There are three things that will communicate that you value this business. The same way that in some schools, right, the medicine course is really more expensive than other course. Why? Because they believe that medicine is more valuable because it saves life. That is why the school fees you pay for medicine is not the same you pay for geography, right? Because of the value of the course, right? So that's the same approach. There are three costs that communicate the value you intend to receive from trading. Number one cost is the cost of time, right? Trading will cost your time. To cost you time. You must be willing to give trading your time. This is the cost dimension of the result you want. You must understand that everything that has a result, everything that looks beautiful, comes at a cost. You must give trading your time. Not that you sleep from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you expect to have income from trading. You are joking. You must give trading your time. You're meant to sacrifice your time. That time you're supposed to be sleeping, sacrificing. That time that you're supposed to be doing something else. In fact, currently, I don't watch movies. I rarely watch movies about this Christmas period. Why? Because of the cost of trading. The reason why I can make smarter endings, and most of you can't, is because of this cost. I pay the price to give my time to learning. This week, this weekend, this is Christmas period, right? This is actually Esther's period. But I have watched more than 7 3D materials, and each of them are not less than 30 minutes. I've watched more than 7 materials between Saturday and Sunday. More than 7. Why wouldn't I be better than so many people? Because I understand what the cost dimension of trading. Trading will cost you your time. It will cost you your time. Number 2, trading will cost you. It costs you money and resources. You have to believe this. And this is why some people will never do well. Some people are always busy hopping from free bootcamp to free course, from free course to free course. They will never make any progress because you're not paying the cost for value. Forget all this you see on YouTube, right? Just forget what you see on YouTube. People will not tell you what really works for free. Believe me. The reason I know so much, right? Apart from trading, I'm actually into affiliate marketing. I'm into graphic design, publishing. The reason why I can, in fact, the flyer for today's event was designed by me. I was not that designed today's event. That flyer you saw, that you guys are appreciating. Some people they love it so much. I designed it, and I didn't learn it for free. There's no person on YouTube that will teach you how to design that beautifully for free. So whenever you see free stuff, just know that the value is usually what? Depreciated. Anything that is free comes as a depreciated value. In my years of trading, I have never joined a free store before. I always pay for my trainings. I paid all my trainings. I make sure I pay for them all. Even if I don't pay, I'll make sure I give something. Because why? I know that if I want to attract what I want, it must come at a cost. It will cost my money. So this is the deliverance you need. Stop hopping from free bootcamp to free bootcamp. Find somewhere that you think is okay and pay for the course. Buy that course. This year alone, I have bought courses worth 100 and something thousand naira. I bought the course in 70K sometime in February. I bought another 40K. I bought another 10K. I'm not buying courses. Why? Because I'm not buying courses. That's why I cannot be at the same level with so many people. I make more money. I make more money than so many people. I'm telling you, I can make much money than so many people. I make a lot of money more than them. People that are my age mates. Why? Because of I thought I value cover the cost. If I want my life to be valuable, I have to be able to bring out the cost. Value cover the cost. Even trading. The reason now, let me ask you a question. If you see someone making, I always tell my private students this. If you see someone making $1,000, don't celebrate the $1,000. Ask yourself, can I risk what it takes to make $1,000? Now, also just break this mindset. The sniper entries will not make you profitable. It's your risk-reward ratio that makes you profitable. Simple. It's not entry. So people think that they can trade it to $100 and then use big lot sizes, cash sniper entry, and then they want to make it profitable. You are joking. It's not the sniper that make it profitable. It's what you're willing to put, what you're willing to put on the line is what determines what you make from trading. If you want to risk $500, don't dream of making $1,000. If you can't risk $10, don't dream of making something. Because that is not how it was. Everything of value comes at a cost. Even trading profit, it comes at a cost. So before you feel bad for people results, ask yourself, can I risk this? Can I pay the price for this? One of my mentors, when I saw his loss was like minus 500 on one single. I was like, Jesus, if I lose $500 a day, I might not die. I will not die losing $500 a day. I might not die because I can't afford that. But he can afford it, and that's he can pay the price for the doing. I've seen him make $4-5 a day. I've seen him make that's a mentor now. I've seen him make $500 in a day. That's 4,000. But all that results comes at what? A cost. So there's a cost for everything that you want. You want a healthy marriage, you must pay the price of time, of effort, of working through differences, of putting your ego aside. And everything that you want comes at a cost. You want a happy marriage, it has a cost. You have to play the role of a fool. Sometimes your wife did something bad, you pretend because why? You want the relationship to work. That is the cost. You have to sacrifice your ego at that point. So you must understand that there's a cost dimension of everything you want. Everything you want comes at a cost. So stop chasing free things. Go for the paid things. That is where the money comes from. The reason why I have made more money than some of you, is because of what? I understand that everything comes at a cost. I am a compendium of sacrifices and cost payments. So everything every result I have now, I am not surprised to have my result because why? I have paid the price for it. I'm not surprised to make 100K a week. I'm not surprised to make 100K. So I'm not surprised because why? I have paid the price for that. So success only could become a surprise when you don't pay the price. That's the only time it becomes a surprise. That's the only time you see your account say, hey, Jesus, I made $5,000 today. It's because why? You didn't pay the cost. So there's no a cost dimension of anything of value. So trading will cost you money. It will cost you resources. It will cost you data. As I'm speaking now, I have bought data worth 36 gig on my mobile phone. I have bought data worth 5 gig on my Wi-Fi. I'm always having data. And I spend an average of sometimes up to 10K or more than that on data every month. I spend almost 10K, more than some of you. Some of you will say, I don't have data. I want to do it in trading. You cannot sacrifice that money and buy data. I want to do it in trading. Trading will cost you resources, folks. You're going to buy data. You're going to pay money to join mentorship programs. Stop this free rubbish people are doing. All these YouTube sheets. Go and pay and join where they will give you what is really working. If it's really working, it won't be for free. But if it's working, it will cost you something. Everything that is glorious hides, and you have to pay the price to open it. All right? So trading will cost you time. It will cost the money and resources. So just, in fact, as I'm speaking now, anything that is free, I will not do. As long as it's free, I'm not going to do because I know that there's a depreciated value because it's free. Everything that is valuable comes at a cost. So I'm not saying I should go and be buying every course out there. I'm saying that you have to examine it and determine the value. Remember that I said value comes as a consumer must determine the value of it. Is this really worth it? Is this cost really worth it? And then you pay the price for it. That is how you see results. So I think one of my students at the academy, he actually joined the academy sometime around was it May? I can't remember. All right, I think let me tell you a story. The guy that made $4.7K in my academy, right? He actually met me some time ago and asked me the price. I think that it was $35 at the time. So I was like, okay, I'll get back to you. You know, that's this guy. He didn't argue with me. Oh. Some people argue with me. So I make it 25K now. So I make it 20K now. That's what people like to do. But this guy, he never argued with me even once. When I told him to 25K, he just said, I'll get back to you. In 2 weeks, I said, I have the money now. Can I send it now? He just sent the money. And in less than, he did his assignment. And in less than 2 months, this guy made $4,700 from, that's about $3.3 million. From how much did he pay? 35K. He didn't even argue because he understood that value comes with the cost. That's what worked for him. I believe that beyond strategy is this understanding that value comes at a cost. That was the reason he has gone better than any level of the academy. I think currently one of the most profitable traders in the academy that I'm speaking. $4.7K in a month. That's amazing for $3.3 million. So how much? How much did he spend? He spent about $5K in the academy. He bought profit about 70K. Let's say he spent about 100K everything that he spent on the academy, getting an account, all of that. But how much did he make? $3.3 million, 2.7K. Because why? Because that's what comes at the cost. Right? So I think I'll wrap up with this. I have about 2 more points, but because of time, I won't talk about it, right? Okay, we'll talk about the last one. Yeah, I think if I don't talk about this, I've done you guys a disservice. So I don't skip and talk about one. And this is the final one I'm talking about. This is the final thing you should understand. Right? You must believe the promises of God. All right? This is something that you must believe. Right? Some of you guys, the reason you don't succeed is because deep down in your heart, you don't even believe that God wants to prosper. You believe that God is actually your enemy. That's why it seems as though it's your enemy. All right? You have to believe the promises of God. And what are the promises of God? That I wish above all things that I prosper and be in health. That is the Bible saying that I wish. That means among every other thing that I have wishes for, there are 3 basic things that God wishes above all things. That he prosper and be in health, even as also prospers. I think this worked for me. I think when I was in my university, and when I was in 200 level, right, I was diagnosed of having allergy, right? So at that point, I actually believed I had allergy, right? I believed I had allergy. So my mother would buy me drugs worth 5,000, 15,000 naira because the thing was bad. I couldn't enter a room without sneezing. Any little time I'm sneezing, I'm coughing. Everything will just be going wrong in my system because of what? That belief I had allergy. But something happened one day. I read my Bible and I saw that the Bible says, by his stripes, here we are healed. And I said that I cannot continue spending money on drugs. I got angry. I threw away all my drugs. I said that if God cannot heal me, then let it be known that God could not fulfill his bargain. Let it be known that at least me, I will throw this all away and I know that the Bible says that by his stripes I am healed. And I believed it. And up to today, I've never taken an allergy drug and I don't have the symptoms. That was believing on the promises of God. This is something that actually have the way in shifting your reality. You must believe in the promises of God. And where are these promises in the Bible? That's where the promises are. They are all over your Bible. So you have to find the areas that pertain to your area of concern and meditate on them. So you can also go to Google another type. Type on Google scriptures about financial abundance. Scriptures about healing. Scriptures about what? Favor. Not just find things that concern your life and believe the promises of God that talks about them. Read them, meditate on them, and believe it. And I told us, belief goes beyond just saying it. You have to act on it, and then the results follow. So for me, the reason why I don't have allergy anymore is because I believe that promise. I threw away my drug, and then that was the action based on my belief. It did not happen. When I threw it away, believe me, it's all automatically. The first 2 days, I wanted to die. The thing was terrible, but I didn't shake. The thing was still sneezing, having the smell of allergy. I didn't believe the lie that my second apostle Animal was saying that you should not believe the doctrine of the circumstances. I refuse to believe the doctrine that my second was giving me that I have a sickness. I refuse to believe that doctrine. I believe the one that's in the Bible, which is what by his stripes you were healed. And the Bible says that whenever God speaks something 2 times, it's actually something that it means. Because in the Bible, the book of I think Peter said that same thing. Isaiah says it too. There's 2 people say that same thing, that by your stripes you are healed. 2 people. That is a confirmation that God is not joking about the issue of healing. So why should I be sick when God spoke twice about the same matter? So you must believe the promise of God. Believe that God wants you to prosper. God wants you to be rich. Because why? You are his child. So this goes beyond just believing. You have to actually work on your motive. You have to have a good motive for once to make money. Your motive should not be that you want to prove a point. Your motive should not be that you want to show your uncle that because your uncle insulted you 5 years ago and you want to do him back. You're not going to prosper that way. You must believe that God wants to prosper for his kingdom's sake and to give him glory. So if I don't talk about this one, they are doing a disservice. You must believe the promise of God. You must believe that if you pay your tithe, you will be blessed. These are the promises that pay your tithe and try me if I will just open the windows of heaven and pour your blessings that your storehouses will not be able to contain. These are the things that I pay my tithe consistently. Every time I make money, I must pay my tithe because I believe the promises of God and I act on what that belief and it works for me. So these are the things that you must put into your business. You must accept these 5 basic things and it will work for you as it has worked for so many people. All right. So I think I should wrap up this call here, guys. So I think we'll be having more psychology calls. Next year, I'll really know how to. It will be more of the paid mentorship students, right? Because those are the guys I'm really obligated to. So kind of make sure we have more psychology calls there for the general community, or know how to seek and help you guys, because I don't have value comes at the cost. So if you can you don't pay the cost, then maybe we should also give you depreciated value. All right. So with that all being said, if this call was helpful, I hope this call was insightful. I hope this call was helpful. I hope this call did something about your belief system. All right. I want you guys to just do one thing. Ask a way of appreciating this call. Do you have to share this link with your friends? I think that appreciation is application for more. So when you appreciate, you go and like on the video, you comment. That's how you apply for more, right? And beyond, you have to end this note. Learn to appreciate people. Your mother, go and thank her for the things she has done for you. Your spouse, even though she has annoyed you, tell her appreciate her for that one thing she has done for you. That's why your spouse hasn't done one good thing for you this year. It's a lie. Appreciate her for that. Be an optimist. Look at the good things she does for you. The good thing he does for you. Appreciate people. Leave their faults. Thank them for the ones that are good for you for. Leave their faults. Appreciate. Appreciate your little gains, your little wins, your little profit. Don't feel bad that you make $10 and someone else make $50. Appreciate the one you have because why? You apply for more. All right? So I think that we have done just this. I didn't talk about something I want to talk about, but that is fine. I hope this was insightful. I hope to see you guys next. This is the last call for the year. Right? What you know what to do? Just use the name, whatever. I'm not going to beg you guys. I'm not begging anybody for that. So that is it. So see you guys. Whatever I see you guys. Cheers and God bless.